All right, in square KLMN, I'm going to stop right now. I'm going to draw the picture. So I'm going to draw a square, and I'm going to label it KLMN in order. It says point A is the midpoint of KL. So of this side right here, I'm going to go ahead and diagram that A goes right there in the middle. And then point B is the midpoint of ML. That's right here. I'm going to put point B right there. And if they're the midpoint, that tells us that these sides are going to be the same. And I know that these sides are going to be the same. It's a square, so it's just cutting these in half. So it says, what is the ratio of the area of triangle KAB? I'm going to draw that triangle. To the area of square KLMN. In other words, the area of this triangle to the area of the whole thing. And it wants it as a common fraction. So, area of the triangle over area of the square. Alright, well my two formulas to remember, and a way to remember that a triangle is half of a rectangle is if you just draw a diagonal from the vertex there, you've cut it into two equal triangles. So the area formula is half the base times the height. So for a rectangle, it's just base times height, but for a triangle, it's half the base times the height. So I'm going to do that work right here. So the area is 1/2 base times height for my triangle. And I don't have any numbers, so a trick here, actually a tip, is going to be to plug in an easy value, because you don't have any numbers. Anytime I don't have numbers, I want to plug in an easy value to work with. So I'm going to plug in 1 for each of these sides. So if these sides are all 1, then that means the whole side of my square is going to be 2, right? So it's going to be 2 all the way across. So 2 all the way across. So the side of my square is 2, which means halfway is 1. Well, now I have enough information, because now I know the base of this triangle is 1. The height is going to be how far perpendicular that is to the base. So how far is it to there? Well, look over here. This line's parallel to that. So if this is 1, this little dotted line I'm going to draw here has to be 1. So these match up. So that means this is 1. So I have the base and the height, so area is just 1/2, 1 times 1, which is just 1/2. So I'm going to plug that in for my area of the triangle. It's 1/2 over the area of my square. Well, the square is just side squared, so it's side times side, 2 times 2. Gives me 4, so it's 1/2 over 4. I'll write that a little neater over here. So if it's a ratio, I can't have a fraction inside of a ratio. So I need to get rid of that fraction. So if I multiply by the denominator, that'll get rid of that fraction. So 1/2 of 2 is 1, and 4 times 2 is 8. So 1 to 8 is going to be my final answer.